Hi, it's Mitz from My Life Mitz. Thank you so much for being here today. Let's do a journal with me session in the hobonichitecho. This is the Hobonichi home. And yeah, I don't know why I still have this labeling on, but I think I will eventually remove it and stick it in my traveler's notebook. And so it's now February. I am still just doing some catch up in my January pages, but there have been a couple of questions about how the paper is, or if I'm experiencing any bleeding if I use like fountain pens, and so far so good. I haven't experienced any issues with the paper. I find it more crinkly actually compared to my other Hobonichi journals. You can see it's, hopefully you can hear that as well, but it's definitely more crinkly than my previous journals. Maybe I'll do a flip through of the completed January pages if you're interested. I think I did film some process videos. I'm not 100% sure, but if that interests you, please let me know. But yeah, so I want to catch up on this one here, and I thought I would turn the camera on and just share with you my coloring process. I usually doodle with these ones here, the Uni Pen or the Sakura Micron Pigma. It's waterproof pigment ink. Once it's dry, you can watercolor, like a light watercolor wash, and it won't smudge. And so I enjoy using these fine liners. And then once I'm done with the watercolor section, I'll usually go over or go around the doodle with like a thicker nib. This is like my favorite one with the F nib from the Sakura Micron. It was part of one of the stationery selection boxes in the past, and I've purchased extras just because I enjoy it so much, and I always have one here close by. Like I have a pencil stand there, and then I have one in my pencil case. Like I always like to have one of these F nibs close by. And so yeah, you can see it outlined here. And so here as well, as you can see it outlined. But yeah, let's get into coloring this. I forgot to mention, I don't think I filmed a video of the items from Hobonichi. I talked about this in last year. I was going to attend one of their events for PR, and because of the typhoon I wasn't able to go, but they were very kind and sent me the PR materials. And this home, the Hobonichi home, and I just realized it, I don't know if this is intentional, but the cover is the snake cover. But anyway, so this item was, I did not purchase this item. It was received from Hobonichi. And I didn't realize the home actually comes with the plastic writing board, the shitejiki. And it has a nice pen loop. I want to film a setup video of the Hobonichi and the Porter pouch that I purchased. And I want to set it up together. But yes, I haven't gotten to that point yet. I've just been really enjoying journaling in here without any covers yet. But I hope to do that one day. I want to add the portable watercolor set here. And of course, some fine liners and things like that. So I hope to do that in the future. I don't know when, but yes, so stay tuned for that. So the yarn that I'm referring to here I purchased a little set of yarn from Indie Yarn Club, and my other hobby is knitting and crocheting. Knitting more so than crocheting, but I wanted to purchase some mini skeins. This one yarn collection is called A Skein of Yarn, and I'm using various colorful mini skeins and putting them into a crochet blanket. So when I saw this company here, Indie Yarn Club, and she was selling her mini skeins, I really wanted to support her, and the colors that this person dyes is very up my alley. So I've been waiting. I've been really patiently waiting because I really want to start using the yarn here. But yeah, I've been patiently waiting so that I can color this. And also I do technically have a YouTube channel for like yarn related items, but I haven't filmed anything recently, or like for months and months and months. So yeah, anyways, I don't know if I'm ever going to get to that before I use up these yarns, but at least I can show them with you here on this channel. So I wanted to color that in here and do a bit of journaling together. I've already colored the box part in a like off camera so that it doesn't take too long. I know some of you are knitters and crocheters as well, so yeah, if you are and you're working on a project, maybe you're doing something right now while you're watching this video, I would love to know what you are currently working on. I think I've realized recently that like my kids love the one crochet throw that I'm almost finished. Like they keep fighting for it, so I really want to make another one, and that's why I'm trying my best to finish it off. Sorry, that didn't make sense. I'm currently working on a crochet blanket that I'm almost finished. I'm working on another, like a throw. It's called the Vignette Throw by Helen Stewart, and that's almost finished. And I'm working on a third one, a third crochet blanket, or I guess it's more like a throw, but that's where I want to use those skeins that you see up there. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun. When it's cold, I like to kind of warm up and knit or crochet, kind of as my my quiet winding down at the end of the day. It's either that or journaling for sure. So I don't really have like a neon yellow or anything, so it's not going to be exactly the same, but just gonna have fun with the colors here. Sometimes I get asked about this particular palette. It's just a mishmash. Oh, this is not neon at all. It's just a mishmash of colors, watercolor colors. And so there are some Daler Rowney, some Daniel Smith, some that I've poured myself. Yeah, it's really all over the place. Oh, so you've let me show you what's happened here. Because it's quite wet and I didn't let the orange dry, you can see the yellow. You can see the yellow pooling into the orange, because that's what happens with watercolor, and same with this. I wanted to color it like a light peach color, and because it wasn't dry, the yellow is pulling itself in there, and that's okay. It's like I'm not making a masterpiece or anything like that, so I'm just having fun with I'm just having fun with it. Then I have some extra yellow left, so I'm just going to wash that off over here. And the next one is like a green color, like a nice forest green. And you can see the brush is quite wet, so let's add a little bit more paint to that. And this little skein on the edge is like a mixture of yellow and green. And then the next one, I'm just going to wash this off here. The next one is like a dusty peach with some speckles and a nice like light lavender color here. This is not really dusty, eh? It's like a peach. Anyways, you know what I mean. So let's see if that works. I was watching videos and people are mentioning how January was super duper long, but I didn't feel that way at all. Like I felt it went by very quickly actually. How about you? Did you feel that January was too long? I don't know, I just felt like it went by super fast for me anyways. And I wanted it to enjoy a little bit more. And I'm surprised it's already February. I don't know, you're not seeing the colors. Sorry, let me push this off to the side. So I'm mixing these colors there. There's no resolutions for me this year. I did talk about it in the past, like I want to have a good work-life balance and just take it slow. But that's probably pretty much it. Like I don't have any huge resolutions. I just want to have a good work-life balance and spend more time with the kids while they're still young. My son is already getting to that age where he wants to, spend more time with his friends outdoors and not be, with mommy all the time. So this is a top, like a koma, but it's made out of paper and toothpick. And my daughter brought it home, and so I drew that. She went on a field trip and they had these available for them to take home. So I drew that, and I think I am going to let this dry. Usually I like to add some pop of color around the edge, which I think I can do because I colored this box on a different day, so it's not wet. Let me show you an example. So here you can see an example of the color, bright color around the edge there. Same with this, but this one I used some crayons I received some crayons from Connie. This one here, Karen Dash. And they're so vibrant. And so sometimes I will use that, and they dissolve so nicely with the water. Like it's very smooth. And so I might do that. But yeah, I like to kind of highlight the little doodle or illustration with pop of color. So I might do that with you here because this, like I said, the box I already colored in a separate day. So you can see what I mean by that. Let's use, you can see the color here. Let's do, since I already have this dark kind of navy already out, let's do that. So if you're new here, my name is Mitz. I am located in Tokyo, Japan. Originally from Canada though. I'm born and raised in Canada. And this year for my Hobonichi, I'm just doodling, or mainly doodling. There might be a sticker that my daughter wants to throw in and paste, but it's mainly doodling and just kind of drawing stuff from daily life. It might be some quotes, or if there's no journaling, it might just mean that I'm kind of in a busy season, and that's okay too. But I just want to have fun with just journaling, and it's a way of relaxing for me and enjoying my day. I'm going to spread this over to the next page because I'm trying to make like bigger spreads sometimes, and allowing a double page spread is fun as well. So I'm going to do that and just kind of pull the color over to the next page. I think I want it to be a little bit more dark around the edges, so let's add a little bit more color there and spread it out. Just be careful. Sometimes if I have writing on the other side, of this side I don't, but if I were to have writing in my fountain pen, and then on the opposite side, if I'm doing a really watery watercolor wash, then the writing will come out, or it'll peek through to the other end. I don't think I have any of that going on here. Yeah, I don't think so. But just be careful of that if you are playing in your journals and then you notice you're doing like a heavier watercolor wash, and then your writing on the other side is peeking through. So you can see that the watercolor is not so bad, like it's not too difficult to spread out. When I have time, or when I'm up to it, I will add some pencil crayon and kind of give it more of a color pop. But that's really rare recently. I haven't done that at all this month in January. But it might be something I do in the coming months. If I feel like I don't want to watercolor, I don't want to doodle, I don't want to knit or crochet, I might bring out the pencil crayons and just add some shading here and there. I'm definitely going to wait for this to dry before I apply the outline with the thicker nib. But I did prepare a little quote that I can add here. I actually slept in on the weekend, which is really nice. I tend to wake up early on the weekends, and I know I should just really relax and take it easy. But the reason why I wake up early on the weekends is so that I can have a quiet morning to myself. In the morning, like I know I don't have to, prepare breakfast for the kids or wake them up early for school, and I just rather have that quiet time for myself to journal or knit, or just catch up on some TV shows or something. But this day I actually slept in, and so I just wanted to finish off with a quote. Hopefully you can see that. I think I'll do it in this kind of like a opera pink color. I really need to clean this palette, eh? Okay, so oh, I think I spelled it wrong. Virtue. Virtue. So there is virtue in work and there is virtue in rest. Use both and overlook neither. Very important. Oh, I kind of regret it now that I'm looking at this because I put slept in red color. And anyways, I have just some paint left, so I'm going to create a small little border around it so that it's a little bit separate from the quote. I hope you enjoyed this very casual, chatty journal session in the Hobonichi. Yes, like I said, I really do want to film a video of the setup of the Hobonichi with the Porter case. I don't know, I'm telling myself that once that's set up, then I can go out and do more journaling outdoors or like in a separate setting. I don't know if that's going to happen, but hopefully, yeah, having all the kind of materials all in one place will help with that process. I tend to want to stay at home because, of course, it's very comfortable, and I don't really like a lot of big crowds and things like that. I can always find more like smaller neighborhoods or smaller areas where it's not so crowded. It's just like the big Tokyo areas I'm not very comfortable with. But okay, now I'm just kind of rambling. It's probably dry now. I can kind of outline that, but I'll do that off camera because I'm sure this video is long enough. So there it is. Let me bring this up closer so that you can see the skeins of yarn there, with a nice little quote. Please let me know down below if you want me to flip through the January pages. They're not complete, but I think I've shown most of the pages already, so I don't know if that is interesting or not. But I'm definitely, if that's something that you want, I will put that for you. Yes, I am still behind here, but that's okay. Like, I already have an idea of what I want to do here, and the end of the month is a very busy season for me in terms of work, so that's why that tends to happen. The end of the month, yeah, I tend not to have a lot of things done in the journals, and that in itself says a lot. I think if I want to, I can write, you know, work was busy with packing and stuff like that. So yeah, there's nothing that I need to, I'm not at all stressed about or anything like that. Yes, we're already in February, and I've done a little bit of doodling. And I could probably doodle like this setup here that I filmed the video, but I most likely won't. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm going to probably work on this week. I have a double page spread that I have in mind, and I'll do the outlining for that later on as well. But there it is. Thank you so much for being here. I hope this video was helpful, or you got to relax a little bit. I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.